Hello, everybody. I am Julian Alton, and welcome to P1's coverage of round 4 of season 2 of the ISRA Truck Series, coming to you from Indianapolis, but not the Brickyard. It is going on in the tiny oval at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, or the IRP. Joining me in the commentary booth tonight is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Welcome, Luis. How are you doing today? And also, how are the championship standings looking into this event?
Hello, people. Good evening, good afternoon for everyone. And say yes. So today another race on the in the in Indianapolis Raceway Park. So the Lucas Oil. That's basically so. Remember all of the people last week. Our winner was Evans for the third race on win in the road. So Thorn with the out the view guy on the last week, he went third, and Kirby on sorry second to Thorn and third for Kirby. So the standing so far is Evans with an 127 points in the lead. Second for Kirby and 102, and Joy Leganan and 100 points. So Callisto on fifth, 98 points, and Mac Wagner on 96. That's the top 5 for the championship so far. So it's good to far for Evans so far. So let's see what's happened today. And very short track today. We visited Iowa. It's not the same thing like today. It's very flat. It's a 12. The banking is 12 degree and banking, very short. We got talking about this track is from 1960. The only when they come in here is only the truck series and the NASCAR truck series, because it's very short track for this track. So they don't use the Indianapolis Speedway, the real one, the EMS. So the track record is for Brandon Evans with the USF Pro 2000 on 0.19752. So also inside the track, the oval track, they have a racetrack. So this is 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers around the track. So that's why make me proud to say this. The record lap in this track is 1.23.622. Is for Eliseo Salazar with the Ferrari 333 SP in 1994. Still the track record over here on Eliseo Salazar in the World Sport Car Series in that time when there's the IMSA, the old IMSA Sport Car Series. So good to see. I see a lot of people with incidents around, and it's gonna be kind of hard to see. For so far, it's Joshua Thorne is the poleman so far. We waited for our guy. What is the guy? We still waited for Greg Evans to make the 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 the, the qualifying. Yeah, I think so. He make a mistake on turn 3 or 4. Kind of loose.
I just missed that, but anyway,
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
we should probably mention as well a few quick things. I'll first talk about the track and then why I am here, for example. So to quickly get the race stuff out of the way, as Luis mentioned, it's a very short oval. It's a 0.69 mile oval, according to the notes anyway. 150 lap race, 103.5 miles is the total race length. 3 sets of tires, 1 on the truck, 4 in the pits. That's already wrong in the notes. So there should be 2 in the pits. 75% fuel, 1 fast repair, and the pit road speed is 40 miles per hour. So that's your race info for tonight. But the reason I'm here and not Gary is Gary's had a health situation develop last night, and I offered to cover his broadcasting today so he could rest. He is all well. He's in good spirits. He's talkative, and he even got me set up today, so he's doing all fine. He will be back soon enough, so he'll be back before you know it. Just taking some rest and some time off to focus on his own health, of course, and spending time with his family. So that's why I'm here to cover the tracks with Luis tonight. We don't know exactly how the schedule looks for P1 during the rest of the week. It will be a pretty fluid situation, I would imagine. So
I can
whether Gary
mention.
is up to it, he will return to broadcasting, but will be down to Gary, and he will update everybody as is appropriate come those moments. So that's what's going on at the moment, without going into too much detail. But Gary will be back at some point, so no worries on that. But tonight we go truck racing at Lucas Oil.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to mention later about the schedule on P1. I know we have tomorrow race for tomorrow, Pocono. So we want to mention all that time, as also the double header for today, and double header on Wednesday. So far it's double Wednesday, it's double header on Wednesday. We don't know yet about that. So if you want to, we can go to the started Greek line for today.
Yes, absolutely. Let me just take a second to bring this up.
Yeah,
First
sure.
time I'm using this overlay. So I have to look
We
how
have
this
time, we
all
have-
works. So on the pole is Joshua Zorn, and Luis has been telling me that he's a pretty fast driver in the number 112 truck with a 21.618. Alongside him is Pat Stretch Armstrong with a 21.699, 81 thousandths of a second behind. Then we have Trevor Hunt and Say Hey Lewis Hayes on the second row. Then it's Sam Crow, Richie Hearn on the third row, P5 and P6. Then we got Rick D. Felice and Mike Rigney on the fourth row, and then rounding off the top 10 on row 5 are Justin Kirby and Greg Evans. It's the next, please.
We have Evan. Well, you say Evans about 10. Very disappointment. Qualify for him. We expected to be on front, but we have a mistakes on qualifying. Later, we have in 11th position Jake Euler and Wagner on 12. Callisto again with no qualifying again. Let's see what's gonna be the performance on him. Last time he did the same thing and jumping to 4 positions. So Callisto on 13. Hugo Galas, my I said country, the same country guy, my partner. So 14, and Alex Guyon from Canada in 15. So that's the 15 guys today in Lucas Oil. And let's see. I hope it's gonna be a green flag race. I saw it's gonna be slippery around, so I hope the people have a caution on that. And the performance is which line you wanna use it, because I use this track with Indy Pro, and easy. I can tell you, if you go too high, it's easy to get the track, but yeah, kind of hard over here because you need to figure out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and I think so. The line on 4 close to the wall is the good one.
Yeah, I think so too. From what I've seen, and actually this sounds pretty funny, but we used to have a race first IndyCar challenge, and I raced in it here. We ran the top and we ran alongside the wall all race long, and you can pass on the bottom. It's very much possible, but it will wear out the tires quicker. So make sure to keep an eye out on that, as we have around half a pace lap to go before we go green. I want to say get well soon, Gary. Hopefully he's watching, and hopefully we do you proud on this. Hopefully it should be a good race. Of course, this league very clean for a NASCAR league, I always jokingly say. But let's see if they can pull it off again to have a clean run here tonight. So Joshua Zorn on the pole as the field comes out of turn 4 to get us going here for 150 laps at IRP.
Let's see what has happened, and the green flag is out.
Yes, green or green
Joshua
from
Zorn.
Lucas Oil.
And Joshua Zorn went to the front, and just we just take care of that. Oof, we see over there Greg Evans tried to. I think so. You know what? This track is remember me much New Hampshire.
But small.
So it's yeah. More smaller, but it's the same. I think so, almost the same banking, but it's the same decision. If you go to very close to the apron, maybe you're gonna spin over there. But yeah, it's kind of almost the same. But
Yes.
like you said, it's more short.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, you're running the top there more often as well. But Matt Wagner on the outside in the number 12 Penske Menards paint scheme, outside on the 15. As we're already on lap 3, these laps are going to click by very, very quickly. And Wagner on the outside pulls off the pass, like we mentioned, the high side, very much the preferred lane. Damn, these trucks are loud. They're way louder than the
You know
IndyCar.
what? They are loud, but slow. The first time when I come here on, I think so, Texas, I told to Gary, oh, this is too slow, because when you go to when you're broadcasting the IndyCar racing, it's getting fast and loud, but this is getting very slow. But it's faster than this track, so basically it's a good track for this kind of track. So, by the way.
Absolutely, and also the multi-groove helps with the racing. Not so much at the front right now, because everybody seems to have slotted into a single-file train to perhaps conserve the tires and fuel a little bit. This should be a one-stop race, if I'm not mistaken, considering the laps are so short.
Last time, well, you're right, should be one stop, but we saw on Iowa, we say the same thing about one stop, but people do two stop. So I think so could be, if you save the tires, it's always the mention save the tires. It's gonna be one stop and also one fuel repose. So 70%, what you said, 70% fuel short over here. So actually, it's not really a hot track. We have in Fahrenheit, because I have to. 70%, 17 Fahrenheit, 21.1 Celsius on track. So it's very cold track around.
You're saying you had to use Fahrenheit. Blink twice if you're being held hostage, Luis.
And also Gary told me, I have to learn about Fahrenheit and kilometers, because I have to.
I know, we're talking to an American audience, yeah. But Matt Wagner in the wall a little bit, loses 2 spots to the 15 and the 2. It's going to be a challenge for me to learn these names, so I'm just going to try to go off by car number. You guys know it on the ticker, who is who. I don't normally cover these guys, so I'm going to try my best, but in case I don't know the names, I'll just go by car numbers. But yeah, Matt Wagner losing 2 spots as the 83, I believe it is, on the outside.
Should be yes. So far, Greg Evans is the biggest so far. Actually, it's the faster lap in 0.22 points flat or 0. That's the faster lap. So actually, we have over here Hayes and Strong try to make the pass for the 3rd position over here. Be careful over there with the Strong, yeah.
Very close, yeah, and the 7 on the inside as well.
And also Ricky Hearn last time Ricky Hearn I'm gonna say disappointment, but he tried to play with the thing, so he have a not good race last time. But today, like he mentioned he mentioned around in the Discord, in the league Discord, he said a fun track. So I'm gonna put my coins over there, because this guy Ricky Hearn, if you don't know, is a IndyCar racing from 19th and new century and 2000. So she driving in the Champ Car racing. So maybe he visited this racetrack and should be know how to do the job over here.
Yes, and Rick DeFelice on the outside got past the 7 of Greg Evans, so that was a pretty neat move. And 58 of, looking in the list, Justin Kirby trying to have a go as well on Greg Evans. So pretty good racing. Like we mentioned, it will be multi-groove here. It will be mostly dominated by the top line, but at the moment we're 10% into this one, and everybody's still behaving as is expected, of course, from the long green flag stints that we've had, as more side-by-side action.
For sure. You mentioned about the schedule of the P1 broadcasting. So tomorrow, so far tomorrow, we are live on 8:15 15 Easter time on the Pocono on the top split on Tuesday's night on Pocono tomorrow. On Wednesday we have a double header, so we have the BRL Truck Series on Watkins Glen. It's gonna be the King of the Road on GP. This is the name. The season round 10 on season 9 over there, and also we have the second race on the. They changed the name. Actually, they changed the name for the Votivai racing. It's gonna be in Chicagoland. iRacing that this day. We racing actually. You remember last race on Fontana? Very bad race actually for me. And on Sunday we have the.
Sorry, Luis. Big checkup here in the midfield. Side by side between Richie Hearn and Sam Crow, I believe that is. Actually, that's already a lap ago.
Yeah, we saw they still over there.
Yep, still side by side. So this is a big group of cars. I'll give it back to you in just a second, but 2 by 2 at the moment. 7 and 8.
Bigger for Richie Hearn. Oof.
Yes.
Richie Hearn is gonna be lose the car, so he needs to going back to the line. He needs to come back to the line. Richie Hearn is gonna lose it. Oof.
Roman is racing, I guess, but got a little bit too close for comfort.
I think so. He needs to back to the line. He's gonna be lose the track over there. So now's the moment, but he's still in the second line. So now he's going back to the racing line.
Yeah, he's got
yellow flag.
Yellow.
Oh no! So Jake Euler on the back on turn.
Kirby also involved.
Yeah, Kirby. So they have a fast repair to mention. So,
okay, so
Euler.
Let's take a look at this really quickly. So first yellow of the day. This is following Kirby, and he actually gets nailed from behind by the 15. Gets spun around. So that's an interesting one. Try to take another look at this. Different angle.
And also, if you can figure out, Callisto have also a little bit touch over there because of the incident. So maybe he can have to go to the pits and check the front. So everybody's got to the pits for sure.
Yes, everybody in the pits. So they do get 3 total sets of tires. So it wouldn't surprise me if they take their first one of those now at least and fill up the car back up with fuel. But in the meantime, we didn't have time to do this pre-race. So let's go to a commercial break for a quick word from our series and race sponsor. Alright, back here at IRP. That was Sim Motion. Thanks to them for sponsoring the race and the series. Back here at IRP, as I mentioned, Matt Wagner, we do believe, is the only truck that has stayed out on the track. So a very interesting strategy call. Let's see what that can bring him. It does bring him quite a major bit of track position, and actually he's going to pull off in the house. Never mind that. That will bring Zorn back to the lead. Interesting call. Is there a bonus point for leading a lap in this series?
I guess yes. But it's 1 point. So I don't know. Anyways,
he wasn't
be good for him.
Anyway, so it could have well come in handy. So looks like we're 1 lap to green again.
Yeah. So I know Kirby is around. Maybe have a fast repair because the engine is blown. So Kirby is our second in the standings. So very bad result over here. He also is on pit road in the pit lane and is still with 3 laps down. Now it's incorporated to the race with but it's 3 laps down. So at least to save the points over here, but yeah,
Here we go again.
like a big green.
Yep. Joshua Zorn leads the field into turn 1. We got Hunt and Evans completing the top 3 as the field is slowly sorting themselves back out again. Oh, one truck around in the background. We just went away from that. That was a blue truck, I believe, of...
Oh, Kirby.
yeah,
Justin Kirby again. Cold tires and to the... Oh, he didn't touch the wall. No, he didn't touch the wall. So, he saved it. Good to know.
Yeah, we'll go back to that in just a second as we focus on the battle for the lead at the moment between Zorn and Hunt. Hunt trying to have a look down the inside, trying to get some clean air on the splitter, but not really able to make any inroads, at least at the moment. But now going to try to run the outside, and that line gets blocked off by Zorn. So yeah, like Louise mentioned, to me pre-race he knows what he's doing. So I'll be interested to see if he can pull off a win today. Didn't he win the last race?
Kirk Evans, so our third place. Actually, I focus on him because he entered to the pits on the, I think so in 5th position. On 5th, so now it's 3rd. So I think so. I'm gonna maybe see if he put the tire. He put tire for sure, but I'm not sure if he put the fuel. So maybe getting fast in there and everybody put fuel on track. So I don't know. He did a good pit stop. 2 seconds faster for everyone. So he did 37 on all the entire in between when he entered to the exit. So everybody did 39, 38 on inside the track. So very fast. And he won 2 positions on pit lane.
Move for the lead, Luis. Oh, Zorn almost lost the lead there, but was just about able to keep it in check there. Almost lost it off of corner number 2 with Hunt going down the inside. Now he is alongside of him again. So side by side between the 2 leaders.
It's no worry about the Zorn over there because he have the faster line. I see he's fast. They don't need to worry, and also he need to worry about the how Hunt is going to the exit because it's getting close to the high side. So yeah, you see it's loose on the exit. So you have to be patient. That's it.
Yes, and the first 2 lanes really use up the right front tire, and that really showed it right there with Hunt. He was able to mount a challenge for like a lap or 2, and then it just dropped off. But quickly going back to what happened early in the race, of course we saw Justin Kirby spin on the restart. He immediately set the fastest lap of the race, but let's take a quick look back at that spin. Hopefully it doesn't bite me to show this now. Yeah, it just goes around for a lazy spin on the restart. Perhaps needs to be a little bit less aggressive on the right foot. I know you want to press it and go for it, but a little bit too early for that at the moment. But yeah, Joshua Zorn still in the lead. Let's look for some other battles in the midfield. There we have the 70 of Richie Hearn alongside the 8 of Sam Crow. And on the outside, might pull alongside the next car as well.
No, there's a Hearn. Oh!
Yep, contact with the wall.
Remember this is a tank, so they are tanked. So they don't. Oh no, we have a Callisto and Rickney. Oh no, yellow flag is out the second for the day.
Yeah, Leonel Callisto.
But I think it's because Sam Crone it's not Sam Crone fault. It's basically Callisto found it, Sam Crow over there, so unfortunately is the yellow flag is there.
Have to be very quick here.
Yes. You have time.
Doesn't respond just as okay, we'll do it the manual way, the Gary way. Let's take a look at this incident then. So it's Callisto on the inside. Slow truck in the middle, slides up a little bit. Yeah, Callisto had nowhere to go. He had to avoid the 8 and had to turn to the right a little bit. But the 00 was right there. So Callisto into Rigney, and Rigney wasn't really at fault for that. Just victim in that circumstance. So racing incident, I would say. from a non-professional opinion, of course, because I'm not in the cockpit or a part of the series, but that's just the way it looked to me. Let's see if we have any takers from pit road this time around, and I don't. So at least one more lap to green.
Yeah. So you have to remember everyone. So if you enjoy the P1 broadcasting the ISRA truck series, just respect to the stream, do the solid. Please do us solid and make sure you support us. Subscribe. So smash the button, the like button for us. So I know we do for Gary, we do for him, and this is a good track. Actually, you know what? This is the first time in this league where I saw 2 yellow flags, so maybe it's gonna be a more and more and more.
Could set us up for a fuel mileage stint as well. Quickly before we go green, today's race is sponsored by SimMotion. Sim racers taking care of other sim racers. What a concept! That is SimMotion's mission. With over 50 combined years of experience in the community and industry, SimMotion is your one-stop strategy for everything you need for sim racing. Whether you still have your rookie stripes or a gizzled veteran looking for that next upgrade. Check out their line of sim racing hardware, including top brands like Azatec, Buttkicker, Moza, SimMagic, and more. SimMotion is the proud sponsor of the ISRA. Visit their online store today or follow one of their socials. Links are in the description. And we were supposed to say both of those things on lap 75, but we do it on lap 40.
It's okay.
So one more.
Actually, more mention than that, more for us.
Exactly. So at least one more lap to green. I would have thought we would have gone green this time around. Clearly one more, as the lights on the pace truck are not out yet. So we'll have one more lap of pacing on the yellow, and then hopefully we can have the final 110 laps or so, 109 laps when we go green, under green as well. But yeah, short track racing definitely showing today with some very close quarters racing. So see they can clean it up slightly and go green the rest of the way. One lap to green.
Yeah, so Kirby returned. He did the it's not wave around. It's the Lucky Dog. Sorry, Lucky Dog. So 2 laps down for now. So let's see on Thorn. I still Evans. So the strategy is if it's going the green flag, all the entire race we're gonna see a lot of strategy around, especially with Thorn and Kirby. Sorry, Thorn and Evans. So this is the guys we have to mention. So at least Thorn do the job, maintain the position, try to avoid all these problems around. So the green flag is out, and Evans going for the second place over there, faster over there, before Hunt went front. So unfortunately it's only one line. That's so difficult on this track.
Yep, Hunt looking to the outside now, almost in the wall, trying to get that outside line like Luis and I mentioned earlier. Very much a highline dominated race, and he really tried his hardest to get there, but couldn't quite reach it. As now the 7 of Evans is having another look as well, but now the top 5 definitely sorting themselves out. As in the midfield we have Rigney on the outside to the 8 of Sam Crow. Or Crow, hopefully I'm not butchering any names, I do apologize if I do. My first day at the job, so please have some mercy. As Rigney trying to hold the momentum now as the 8 slides up just slightly. Forces Rigney to check up just a little bit as well, and he slots in right behind Sam right there for P7 that is.
Yeah, for sure. So still over there. Oh, so Thorn hit the wall, and Hunt gonna take the position, but no, it's still battle over there.
Oh, and the 59 has it. He has the inside. Now he needs to send it in, and he can clear him, and he has. Slide it up a little bit, and he's got it. So
yeah. So he hit the wall. So only he made one mistake, and he cost the first position, and also 2 for the third one for Evans.
Yep, now he's gonna drop back like a stone. I think he damaged the right front for sure, and I think he just damaged it to the point where it's actually slowing him down. Like these cars or these trucks, I should say, they might be tanks, but only to a certain degree. And I think as Zorn has already overstepped that boundary of the car with the damage model right there, and it's immediately come back to bite him. As now we have a battle for the lead as well between Greg Evans and Trevor Hunt. In the meantime, we'll try to keep an eye on Zorn's fall to the back, I guess you can call it, as Euler gets around Callisto, battle for P10. Here we go here, side by side. To slice up just a little bit in front of the 15 and takes the position away. Back to the front. Almost put a bumper to the race leader, Greg Evans did, but decided not to. Let's see if we see a bump and run here. No, just a clean move to the inside.
Oh, no!
Little rub. Little shoulder to each other, but they get away with it. Hunt still on the outside, pulls it off and maintains the position. Lap 50 of 150. 100 laps to go. Of course, for those who might be confused, who are just tuning in, Gary normally does these broadcasts. Of course, this is his channel as well. Want to send him some well wishes. Still recovering from a health emergency, I should say. If he is ready to go into details, he will. But for now, we'll just keep it at a turn. He's recovering from, but he is doing all well. He's in good spirits, so he will be back very, very soon. Hopefully, you're doing good tonight, Gary. As the top two still very close in a battle for the lead, as we also have a battle for P3 right now between Zorn and Lewis Hayes.
So all the battle is not the front, but I think so everybody start to check and figure out is we need to save the tires than be a hero. So I'm gonna say hero, but try to pass on the front. But still, Evans tried to do the job, and Thorn is still on the back. So waiting for the mistake. Yeah.
Just a little nudge in the left rear of the 59, but yeah, it's amazing how close these guys know how to race each other, and this actually reminds me a lot of the IndyCar community that I have personally, for example, with Mark Murphy, who's also broadcasting some trucks, I believe, tomorrow. But Mark and I know how to race each other really clean and just on the limit, and it seems like these two at the front know just fine how to do the same thing here in these trucks, and it's great to see how respectful but how hard you can still race each other, and it's just really refreshing to see, in all honesty. Like, you don't see that often, so when you see it, it's really a highlight of the race, and you can easily see it. So hopefully these two can keep up their clean battle. That's Lewis Hayes still in the 4th position. Little pressure from the 29 right behind.
Oh, a little loose Callisto, almost loose it over there, but it's clear. So he saved it.
Yeah, and Callisto is one of those guys who might have a little bit of damage from a little bit of contact earlier on in the race, so that could mean that he is a little bit looser. If I'm not confused with another truck, but I think it was Callisto who was involved in an incident.
Yeah, it was Callisto, but remember, in this area you have a one fast repair, so that's why Kirby is still alive and Callisto is still alive also. So the thing is, if he's have another incident, it's game over for Callisto and also Kirby.
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't have to use it. Maybe he got away with some repair time. Not sure if I can see that actually. Let me go back and look if... I cannot, so we don't know. But it's a very real strategy that you can use to save your fast repair for later. I do this all the time as well.
Yes.
If I have a slight bit of damage, I just stay out as long as I can. Unless the car is totally destroyed, of course, then I have to take it. But what Callisto might have done is save the fast repair. So we'll have to ask him after the race if he did indeed take it already at this point in the race. But still doing a good job in the top 8. So Euler, Callisto Wagner in the 12th.
Yes.
08 of Guyon, all involved in a battle for P10. Euler holds on to that spot at least for now. Wagner having a look to the outside. Not quite able to get the run off the corner, so he's going to have to wait and set it up another time. Looking for that one lane higher up, and you can clearly see him look for that cleaner air to try and get the momentum off the corner. Richie Hearn was in the wall earlier, but he's racing his way back to the front.
I see all is stabilized, so everything is good. So I think so. They waited for the pit stop, so actually it's challenging also the pit stop too. So you can figure it out. It's very sharp over there. Also, Chrome tried to with Richie Hearn over there. It's very sharp, so you have to brake on time and also pass all of this track, pit track. So it's the pit road is, I think so, it's 40 miles per hour on around the track, so it's very slow. So yeah, so I would like to see pit stop strategy on green.
Well, we might just see that later on in the race, as we are about 20 laps into this green flag stint, and Matt Wagner still working on the 15 of Euler. Euler losing that spot at least for now. Wagner really using up the tires though. Trying to send it in hard, and he actually almost had it. And he does have it on corner exit. So the 15 had to check up a little bit. Wasn't quite sure if Wagner was going to slide up or not. And that caused the 15 of Euler to check up, and Wagner takes away the spot.
Ooh.
Great move by Wagner.
Good for, yeah, good move for Wagner. So also you have a 7/10 on front to Rigney. So you have a good air over there. So clean air on front to him to catch again the group. And we don't see any move on the front, so it's still the same. I think so. Evans just do what Evans do every race.
Oh, there we go. He's setting him up. He's setting him up. I was about to say we weren't seeing too much racing, at least at the front, but right as you said that Evans was looking to the inside of Hunt there, and
but it's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah, extremely difficult to pass and pull it off. Like I mentioned earlier, you have to try and get the momentum off the corner to make anything work. Ideally through the top line, but of course the low line, as we saw with Wagner, is very viable as well if you know how to use the tires in the right way to get the rotation that you need. But yeah, if you need to defend, definitely the high line is the way to go.
Yeah, so you have to mention you can be aggressive and try to, like we saw Evans 5 laps ago, he tried to pass on the front, but the thing is you penalize to brake, but also you're gonna hit the car on the front to you and can make all of this mess around. So that's the thing. So Evans on pit road did a good faster pit road. So I think so the strategy for him is must to go on green and do the faster pit strategy inside. I think so. That's what we saw in the other leagues. Sorry, in last week and in Iowa, we saw it too when he went 5 to win the race. So I think so. It's just basically try to. Maybe you do in IndyCars when you're trying to check how you're gonna pass your rival in front to you, try to make a measure what is the best way to pass to him. So I think so he tried to do it because it's hard. Even with all of this expertise of these guys, it's still difficult to do the pass.
Definitely, and that's the art in it, especially on a short oval like this. You really have to look for creative ways to pull it off. But we are on lap 71, so that's close enough to do the good old readout again. If you enjoyed P1's coverage of the ISRA Truck Series and you respect the stream, please do us a solid and make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell as well so you don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcasts. And if you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the ISRA Truck Series coming to you from IRP or Lucas Oil for Indianapolis Raceway Park. We have completed 73 laps at the moment, 72 I should say. We are on lap 72. And of the schedule 150, if you're enjoying the coverage, make sure that you smash sponsor SimMotion. Sim racers taking care of other sim racers. What a concept. That is SimMotion's mission. With over 50 combined years of experience in the community and industry, SimMotion is your one-stop strategy for everything you need for sim racing. Whether you still have your rookie stripes or are a grizzled veteran looking for that next upgrade, check out their line of sim racing hardware, including top brands like Azatec, Buttkicker, Moza, SimMagic, and more. SimMotion is the proud sponsor of the ISRA. Visit their online store today or follow one of their socials. Links are in the description. And of course, I'm also supposed to mention the track cams, but I did not have those installed for them. We'll gloss over those.
So say hey, Luis Hay is on pits, or he's the first one to go to the pits. Let's see how the strategy on him. 52 laps on the same tires.
So this might be able to get him to the end, assuming you can make it 75 laps. So I wouldn't know any other reason why you would pit right at this lap, considering the amount of laps we've done earlier in the race. Of course, those were mostly on the yellow, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, could be to the end, but also could be disadvantage about to the end of the tire. So that's why all of these people try to wait to the end, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah, the thing as well.
Oh no, like, Richie Hearn. Oof.
The thing as well with that call is you can go hard and try to undercut some people, but like you mentioned, the tire life at the end is going to be absolutely terrible.
No, Richie Hearn. Oof.
Yeah, but just
Damn Crow.
Yep.
Yellow, no.
And
I'm back Wagner kidded.
Just before I was going to mention this, the danger zone. Kirby and Hayes put themselves in the danger zone, and it bit right away. So yeah, Richie Hearn around along with Matt Wagner, and I believe I saw one more involved, but let's take a look at this.
Oh no! Oh yeah, Hugo Galas also too. So I see Matt Wagner tried to recover the car, and I think so Galas didn't figure out this yellow flag. Oh, too fast for Galas. Yeah, oh my god.
So looking at this incident here, as we are under caution on lap 80, Richie Hearn sends it in really aggressively on the 29, and he checks up a little bit, and of course the 8 nowhere to go, and then Matt Wagner comes along the scene, and yeah, he literally had nowhere to go. He couldn't do anything. He had cars on his inside and his outside, and yeah, on the rejoin that was suboptimal. Keep it at that. But yeah, under caution at IRP, as most of the field is now coming into the pits for fuel and fresh tires. So before we go green, let's take another quick ad break, and we'll be back for the final 70 laps of racing. Alright, here we are, back at it, 70 laps to go, and I do believe we will have 68 to go when we go green. So at the moment, your running order is right in this list, because on the timing screen it's a bit harder to read than on the ticker itself. So we got Trevor Hunt and Greg Evans and Joshua Zorn in the top 3. Then we have Pat Stretch Armstrong and Sam Crow completing the top 5. Lionel Callisto has gotten the backup into P6 after that earlier incident. And we have Alex Guyon, Mike Rigney, Rick Fallis. Richie Hearn completes the top 10 after that incident which brought out the yellow. Then we have Say Hey Lewis Hayes, and Gary forces us to say it like this. His name is just Lewis Hayes. Then we have Jake Euler, Hugo Galas, Matt Wagner, and Justin Kirby. who complete the field. So 15 cars in attendance today. If you want to be involved in the ISRA, there should also be a Discord link as well. Some truck racing on Monday night. It's already Tuesday for where I am. But yeah, the league is looking for some clean and experienced drivers who know what they're doing on iRacing. So if you're exactly that, feel free to join the league. As we are 1 to green. Ready.
Oh. So Hayes have the back because Lucky Dog, and Kirby, he is back to the lead lap. I think so. If it's not, if I correct, it should be back to the lead lap. So, but he don't. Yeah, he didn't pit, so he have a 45 on same tires, same. So I think so. He need to one more yellow flag for him. So we are green.
Yep, Evans out in the lead from Hunt and Zorn as the field makes their way through turns 1 and 2 again on another restart.
Oof. Got to restack over there. Wagner. I see Galas.
Oh, yeah.
Galas. And Rick the yellow flag is out.
Oh, I was about to say we stay green because the ticker wasn't updating, but we are indeed under. So let's take a look at that. I did have a pretty neat camera angle from from turn 4, which covered it pretty well. But let's take another look at it if we can. Rewind a little bit. So that was with Galaz.
Mm-hmm.
Running side by side with the 50s, with a, what's that? What's a double zero? Couldn't quite see that. It was a double zero. So yeah.
Yes. With the double zero,
just got loose on the outside, slightly cliffs. Oh, it was the 08. Never mind. Sorry about that. That was the wrong car. Just spun around, and Matt Wagner was one of those who again had nowhere to go, just like in the previous. Got into somebody again, so hopefully he doesn't have too much damage. But yeah, that's an old wreck. Probably cold tires, maybe. I don't know how sensitive the trucks are to, but definitely look like it.
I think so. It's a mix of the stuff because Galas tried to pass Guyon, and I think so. I don't know. I think he hit also Guyon, and he tried to avoid Guyon, and well, unfortunately, Rick Diaz was over there and hit Galas on the back. Yep, that's the incident. Nothing important on the damage of these two cars, so it should be good to go.
Yeah, it was Guy on that. Yeah, I said a double zero. That was. Thank you.
So now,
4 eyes on it.
Yes. So now Kirby is on the lead lap, and now he can. The good thing, as a lucky dog, he can go to the pit road and make a change everything, but he have to go on the back, so he have a true back to the end. So
yeah,
that's the.
Crow also pitted and rejoins just behind the 57, but did he beat the 57 to the line? And he did not. So on the pit exit line, the 8 was in front of the 57. That's why Crow has to spot over Galas. But yeah, that puts them in the window to go now on the lead lap as well, to go to the end. So yeah, Kirby and Galas are good to go. I think Galas is coming in again to repair some more damage. Yes, he is. So either he's going to take tires and fuel now, or taking more repairs as I mentioned. It looks like it's repairs. So 60 laps to go now, more or less.
60 laps, yes.
Hello to Credits in the chat, saying FXBG. I'm not sure what it means. Maybe you do, Luis?
Meh. No, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't wanna figure out what it means.
Maybe it's a pocket text where you've been working all day and it's all sweaty and you just have your phone with the screen to your leg and it just calls or texts somebody by accident. Happened to me earlier today. A bit awkward because I called the same person twice. And they were like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I didn't call you." So 1 lap to green. And we will be going green this time by. So with 60 laps to go, indeed, I was completely right.
So good thing. So Euler, Rick D, Krohn, Kirby, Galas with new tires. The other ones with 10 laps. The only ones that say, "Hey, Luis is with 14." So this is the oldest so far.
Wouldn't surprise me if we go green from here. Watch that battle for the top line as we go green again. It was a very early jump by Evans. But he's out in the lead. Zorn having a look to the inside of Hunt. Not quite able to pull it off on the lower banking, of course. Progressive banking around this place. And Hunt pulls it off on the outside to keep the position. But let's go further back in the midfield as Richie Hearn is back on the comeback drive.
No, Richard Hearn again. Oh my god.
I was about
Okay.
to say, gets really loose again. Trying to make up as much ground as possible. Almost overdriving the car a little bit, but I'm sure Richie knows how to drive these things. So I'm pretty sure he's experienced enough to go fast. Two of Callisto, a little bit wiggly on the middle of turn 3 and 4. Loses some momentum, so Richie might have another go at him on the outside. And like I mentioned, look at cars going to the outside. It's Greg Evans sets the fastest lap of the race, 21.7 out in the clean air. Trying to pull away from Hunt as best as he can in that 7 truck from a SimLab sponsorship. I almost read it as SimMotion, who is sponsoring today's race, but not quite the same logo. Again, the fastest lap, a lower 21.7 for as Hunt and Zorn still going at it for P2, and we also have a battle between the 12 and the 08. Guyon and Wagner in the 12.
So I see Callisto getting close and close on Strong.
Yes, really
and
pushing that
very
outside
close.
line. He's there though, so it's his now for the taking, pretty much. Pat on the inside, trying to force him up a little bit, but of course not too much. You can really see the momentum visibly right there with Callisto, because he was just able to shoot off the corner. And I think he will complete the pass here in the next lap or two as he continues to work the 29, who is going to burn through his tires more quickly than Callisto is.
I think so. Richard Hearn want to attack faster because he's getting close and close because the brake. And now he's getting from over to Strong, but it's kind of aggressive on the brake point, on the brake zone.
Yeah, he really wanted to send it in to try and force his way in that gap there. I was just about to comment that the 29 was not clear, so he couldn't move up. But Richie was not quite able to get the momentum off the corner that he needed. So now that opportunity is wasted pretty much. As he is going to have to try again and try something different to try and get by the 29. But at the moment, the top 3 are all spreading out a little bit. We got Trevor Hunt 1.7 seconds, 1.8 seconds now clear of Hunt. And say that, Evans and Zorn. Sorry, Hunt and Zorn. Side by side for just a brief moment. As Callisto has now joined this battle as well. So Callisto really on the move. Look at him go.
So Euler and Crown, Sam Crown getting by them. So Sam Crown did the pass. Euler get on the back. So we can see all these cars on the same track, and you know who's alone on the front? Greg Evans to 2 seconds on front. So I think so. Is the guy he really have a passion, and that passion make all of these gains. So yeah, it's getting fast.
The 112 of Zorn gave a little nudge to Hunt there on the inside, and he's going to try to send it in here. Pushes him up just a little bit, and I think he's going to get it. If he's clear of the corner. Oh, not quite. He was almost clear.
But look at that, how Hunt tried to push to the first line to make the mistake, but Zorn made the pass, and he had to going for the Evans.
Yes, he's got clean air. Now he can chase down the leader freely. He's released from Hunt, from Trevor Hunt, and just saying Hunt sounds because it reminds me of James Hunt.
James Hunt, yes.
In F1, of course, the movie Rush is probably the most famous for that storyline. Anyway, we're watching NASCAR. We're not watching F1. Back to the tracks.
So we still have 47, 46 to go, and Thorn is 1/10 faster than Evans. So should be just time to see Evans and Thorn again fight for the first place. We saw it on Iowa, and they so Thorn won by. Let me talk. I'm gonna check for. Storm won in Kentucky. I said Iowa. No, Kentucky. Evans won over the Zorn for 9/10, so basically almost a second. So they battle for 10 laps to go, or 15 laps together for the victory. But Evans won that race. So today could be the same thing if it's Evans do the corners pretty well.
Yeah, I'm currently on board with Kalisto, and he's really trying to get at least half a truck to the outside, and really got a big chunk of that truck to the outside now, trying to set up a pass on Trevor Hunt, but not quite able to get the momentum. Of course, Kalisto up in the marbles a little bit as well now, so that's going to kill his momentum a little bit, but definitely trying to make some moves on people, trying to move forward, and Kalisto is one of those guys who was involved in an incident earlier, but seems to have it nailed right now. Really able to place his truck any way he really wants and make it go fast as well. So let's see what he can do the remaining 53 laps of this race.
We have an incident. Euler and hey Luis. Oh, he went to the wall. I think so. Incident because
Hayes spun around.
Yeah, but he hit the wall, and Euler could be avoid that. He can avoid that because again it's slow and hit Hayes over there. So unfortunately, I think so. Game over for him because again it's slow. I don't know if he's looking for the yellow flag, but it's getting slow and slow over there. Now let's go to the pits.
So take one more out of the equation, at least for now. We have 14 trucks on the lead lap. Hugo Galas is the last one. Pro completes the top 10 with Evans, Zorn and Hunt still in the top 3. So Zorn not really making any inroads on the leader at the moment, but that could also be due to tire management. Of course, Zorn is a very fast driver, as we've been told, and I guess seen as well tonight as well. So wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if he is trying to save his stuff and go hard at the end to chase down the leader. Then
should be a good. Yeah, it should be good. Should be good for him. So so far the biggest move is Evans with 9 positions, but I think Callisto is the biggest one because he have a 9, but he can catch maybe one more to be a 10. So that's the biggest move so far for now. And what you said about the Storm, yeah, they do the same time lap. So they do the same. So both of them is 22.4, basically. Couple cents over there around is nothing. So they don't gain nothing. So Storm is not gain nothing on the front. So I think there's just time to try to catch Evans, but the time is getting short, so it's still 37 to go.
What would you do in this situation, Luis? Would you also save your stuff?
I said I'm gonna try my best for 25 to go. If I don't catch too much, I'm gonna try to save my stuff. Yeah, try to go to the end and just that's it. Because if I push hard, could be make a mistake. So yeah, We saw it on Zorn hit the wall because make a mistake. We saw Callisto make a mistake. We saw Hunt make a mistake. Also, Evans tried to do something and make a mistake also in qualifying. So it's just basically try to do your best. Now it's 1 second because Evans did 22 fights. So I think so. It's basically how you feel confident with the car. So if it's in 20 or 15 laps to go, nothing happened, nothing changed. It's just save the stuff and try to finish the race. I know it's a lose because he started on pole position, so that's why also it's a handicap, mentally handicapped. So yeah.
I'm gonna say something different just for the sake of it. I will probably put right now. Try and get the track position early and hold on to it. But the 50...
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like no, it's okay. So like you have your, but the thing is, if you're fast, could be good strategy. But if you make it the same time that the guy in front of you, it's like oh, how are you gonna try to catch the guy if he make it the same time than me?
That's a fair point, actually.
Hmm.
But anyway, we're watching Sam Crow and Justin Kirby side by side. This has been going on for 2 laps at this point. So Kirby still working the bottom line. Not the preferred line, but it's definitely being used today and tonight, I should say. Still being used pretty effectively, at least at the moment. And Wagner might box in the 8 of Sam Crow a little bit now as Kirby pulls off the pass. But Crow, with the momentum off the corner, is able to come back slightly as now Wagner gets a really bad run off the corner. So Kirby able to look for that position as well. As Lewis Hayes on the comeback drive through the field. Although he is 3 laps down, trying to make up some ground of fresh tires. So yeah, he is 3 laps down.
Callisto and Hearn, Richie Hearn. Now Richie Hearn passed Callisto. I think so. Callisto burned the tires because he went battle with for Hunt, and then went back, and now Richie Hearn going for the podium maybe.
In the meantime, Kirby pulled off the pass on Wagner. Yeah, good move by Richie as well. Of course, trying to save his stuff. We know how experienced Richie is, and Callisto was sliding around his tires quite a bit, as we saw with an onboard a couple laps ago, about 10-20 laps ago.
I gotta mention something. Be careful with say, hey Luis, hey. So yeah, so he have a new tires, new everything, and all these guys is getting slow. It could be a problem for everyone. So if it's caution with all of this stuff, could be good thing, but could be a problem.
Yeah, Rigney really dropping back as well. Yeah. Not sure exactly the reason. Still in P8, not too bad. As long as he can stay there. Kirby is really making the moves right now, side by side with the 29 of Armstrong. Trying to strong arm him around this 0.7 mile track as Kirby on the inside pulls off the pass. Little nudge at the side. Clean otherwise. Pulls it off and into P6. So Kirby definitely on the move, and he's one of those guys who I believe restarted in the rear. So wouldn't surprise me one bit if he saved his stuff and the guys at the front that he's passing now didn't. As Callisto really slow on the outside line now compared to Kirby. And Kirby really, wow, look at him. He's just able to fly in there and just picking these people off like they're nothing. Like they're standing still almost.
I think so. We need to mention Kirby because with 3 laps down, now it's in 6th position and getting more fast. So it's more faster than the leaders one. So even in the traffic, so it's fast. So it's getting close on the Richie Hearn, but Richie Hearn tried to getting close on the. Actually, it's 2 tenths more faster than Hunt. So, and also on the battle on the front is 7/10 Thorn. And we still have a 23 to go.
Yeah, I think now you're really going to see the comers and goers from this race either moving forward or falling backwards, which is the point of comers and goers, of course. late at night. Please forgive me, but yeah.
Okay.
Zorn really
So-
catching up now, so the tire saving that he's done earlier really paying off at the moment as he is gained a tenth or two on that last lap alone. So really making big ground up. But Rigney did Kirby cracked the top 5 as he is now able
It's
to.
fast.
Yeah, he's now able to try and chase down Hearn as well. But quickly going back to what happened to Kalisto earlier, you really saw the desperation almost in Hearn to try and get by Kalisto because he was losing too much time compared to Hunt and the top 2. So now that he was able to pass them, he is right with Hunt, and Hunt is leading that little train of cars from P3 to about P10. Oh my. Pro and Wagner going at it. Side by side. Zorn in the meanwhile falling back a little bit. Probably
Oh
made a
no, what
mistake
happened with
somewhere.
Zorn? He lost a lot of time on there.
Yeah, probably a little wall tap or a little mistake coming off a corner or two, but Wagner and Crow wheel banging down the front straight and down the back straight as well. Running really closely together. Wagner on the outside trying to make another move. Oh, these guys are really... Don't want to do that too much. It might result in... Never mind. I was going to make another F1 comparison.
Yeah, you can say actually because we every time we for example we cover the hypercars on Sundays. We talk about IndyCar. When the on
right,
track,
so we have a pass. Okay,
always,
it reminded me of
always
Sainz.
is.
It reminded me of Sainz and Checo in Baku.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't want to do that down the front straight or the back straight, either or. But
Who's the fall? I think so. Wasn't Checo, but the race control said no incident or nothing.
yeah.
So that's what I read on Sunday.
So
it's like
here's
no
the thing.
incident.
Here's the thing, Luis. I don't know if you know this, but that straight that they went down to is not actually straight. It bends slightly to the left. So Sainz, while it looked like he went straight, he was actually turning very slightly to the left, and that's also because the onboard camera is slightly to the left as well, so can't really see it if you move. So Sainz definitely did come over a little bit, but I also believe that Checo had a lot more time to react because he saw Sainz right in front of him. But to be fair, he also had the sun in his eyes, I believe, from that angle. So yeah, like I say, Sainz probably moved over a little bit. Checo could have done more. I do think a racing incident was the right call to make at the end of the day, but definitely sucks for them because they lost a pretty much a guaranteed top 5 finish.
Exactly. So does it finally for Checo do something? Finally, after from I don't remember it. Was the last one? I don't remember. Was the last race he did a good thing? So yeah, it's slice for Zorn and getting close on Evans. So 13 to go.
Yeah, I was actually watching Crow. He got really loose out of turn 4 on the inside of Matt Wagner still. So this battle's still raging on as Crow gets rear-ended a little bit by Matt. Probably Matt didn't expect Crow to slide up.
Whoa. 3 wide. Oh no.
Whoa, between teammates, I believe, as well. They ran a very similar paint scheme. Take that back. They're not. Both very dark gray, black cars almost.
Wow, well, Wagner down is clear over there, but still Euler over there.
Yeah, Euler
try to pass us Guyon.
Yeah, Guyon, okay. Guyon still side by side, like you mentioned. This battle is pretty good. Trying not to lose track of the battle for the lead though, so I'll try my best to keep up with both. But yeah, 12 laps to go.
He's getting no. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how we both went, ooh, that was very close to being a disaster. But yeah.
Yeah, he went too close to the apron, so but he went to the for the grass though.
Yeah, now he has to back off finally. So that position is now Guyon's as we go back to the leaders. 10 laps to go here in Indianapolis, at the wrong Indianapolis, as you can say. It's from where we sit, from being IndyCar fans, but I have to admit, even in the IndyCars, IRP is a lot of fun to lap. Like this track is it's really challenging to run up against the wall and try to go as fast as possible. It's almost like a flat Iowa. Or a New Hampshire, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I see still Euler and Guyon over there try to pass for the position. I hope it's not that yellow flag is out because it's getting again from zero and getting worse because I see Zorn getting close on Evans, and also is close Kirby and Richie Hearn. And I don't want to see a yellow flag to the last 7 or 6 to go.
Do we have overtimes in this, Luis? Do you know?
Good question. Good question. Do you know what? We don't. So for the league, I really asking to Gary one day, and we don't know because we don't went to that point so far, not yet. So I think he's. No, I don't see.
If you go to info, it should say somewhere there in the session.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the one I'm here, and I don't see any. Nope. I don't see any. Nope. Track. Nope. It's not. So that's what to be honest, is we don't see any. For so far now, extra time. So
good to know. So it will probably be a green flag finish. So
yeah.
Anyway, 5 laps to go. We got Joshua Zorn chasing down Greg Evans still, and these two are very close together. We know Zorn has saved his stuff. Final stint. Let's see if he can make use of those fresher tires. Of course, better condition. Not necessarily fresher, but to keep it simple, they're fresher in terms of that he's able to go faster than Evans at the moment. As Evans brushes the wall a little bit, trying to extract and open up the corner as best as he can to extract the speed out of it. But 3 laps to go this time by. Can he hold on for a win at IRP?
So could be the first for Zorn, or could be the 4th for Evans, or also Richie Hurt tried to save it with Kirby, and Kirby going inside, but nope, not yet.
2
and
laps
we have
to
2 to go. Yes.
Look at him, he's really chasing after it. Is Evans there, trying to keep the car under control and go in as fast as possible. But Zorn is just chilling. You can see it in the body language of the car. He's not really overdriving it at all, and you can really see Evans sliding up his stuff. Here we go, 1 lap to go, side by side off the corner. Oh, just lost him behind.
You have to send it.
Yep, send it. That's what he has to do. He has to send it to have any chance at the win.
Oh.
Push him up a little bit. Try to keep himself in the blind spot. Not able to do anything. I think he's got it. Off the corner, the momentum should be with Evans.
It's close. It's close to. No, it's Zorn. Who's gonna be win? Oh!
Too close to call. Too close. 0-0-1.
Let me tell you. Yes.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
That's the closest one so far.
That's incredible.
Whoa. You know what? Why he lose the race? Because he's spun a little bit.
Yep, that's why he lost it. I was about to say,
yeah. Oh
my
God.
But also, I predicted that Evans would hold on. But wow, what a finish by these two. Let's see if we can get a replay from slow-mo.
What a race to the end. Good race.
Didn't need to. That's a struggle with a different overlay that you're not how to slow. The button. Okay, I don't know how to slow. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a book records. So how close was Evans of Zorn? Again, Zorn getting close. And getting close and close and close for both of them.
So this is a quick replay from the last lap here. So we got Zorn on the inside trying to make it work. And here I thought Evans had it, but then he really entered turn 3 really wide on the marbles, and Zorn was able to get a big run off the corner, spins up the tires like Luis mentioned, and there you go. I think that's about as perfect as I can get it. That was almost dead even. 0-0-1 was the difference. That's an incredible finish.
How you call it that? 100,000? Or
No,
I don't know.
Evans did beat him to the line by 0-0-1, so that's why he won. It's not a 0-0-0, so that's how Evans won it. But it was awfully close, about as close to a tie as you can get it, probably.
That's as close, to be honest. A really, really good race today.
Absolutely. So let's get all these widgets and overlays off the screen and look over the race results. No fancy music, unfortunately. When Gary returns, he will put those. Sure. So Greg Evans wins in a nail-biting finish over Joshua Zorn. Those two battled on the last stint and put on a great show. Trevor Hunt completes the podium. Then we got Richie Hearn and Justin Kirby completing the top 5. Then we have Leonel Candisto, who had a good run going, but couldn't quite hold on to the podium spot due to tire age and drops to P6. Then we got Pat Stretch Armstrong at P7. Sam Crow, Alex Guyon, and Jake Euler top 10. Moving on to the next page of results, then we got Mike Rigney, Matt Wagner, Rick Felice, Hugo Galas, and Say Hey Lewis Hayes in the 15th position, and the last finishing position as well, 3 laps. So those are your race results. 4 cautions overall, not too bad. 19 laps on the caution total, as you can see right there. The average lap time of the winner was 23.033. And I can tell you, even though there was a 0.001 difference between the finishers, that average was exactly the same for the P2 finisher. So
actually, it's just only, I don't know, maybe a finger in between. Yeah, it's nothing though.
Yeah, well, a fingernail it is pretty much. Yeah. So want to quickly address the sponsor before we let Luis talk the podium finishers, and of course, before I talk Gary well, hopefully he returns soon enough. He's recovering from a pretty scary night last night, I should say. Just health concern there, but Gary's doing good. He's recovering and he's in good spirit. He's been talking to us all day. So yeah, hopefully Gary is back soon. We miss you all and all of that. So yeah. So going back to the sponsor, SimMotion, of course. We'll quickly play the ad. Do his talk podium finishers. Right. Well, we're back here at IRP, ready for your post-race interviews. Luis, I'll just let you do it because you know these drivers much better than I do, so you can ask the questions.
Let's bring it to Treble Hunt to the booth.
Ad right front.
Hello, Treble. This is LGN and Julian over here in the booth. So, congratulations for your 3rd place. Tell us about your strategy today and how hard is try to hold Callisto, and also how hard was try to hold also Richie Hearn and Kirby also too on the back.
Yeah, so I mean, my strategy was to not get wrecked. It's so hard to pass here. I had been away for quite a few years, since 2011, and I just came back like 2 years ago, and I've only run the trucks like one short season, and I've never run this track, so I didn't know what to expect. And the whole race, I was just chasing kind of what it wanted. I was kind of running it like a mini Darlington, to just try to get some speed off the corners. And so I just was trying to run my line, do a little bit of diamond, and pray to God that I was predictable enough that people knew could make good decisions. Holden, Justin, and Hernoff, if they'd have gotten to me, I would have put up a little bit of a fight. But I'm not running this season for points. I'm just kind of I'm in here having fun. I think we're already 4 or 5 races in, so it's a pretty big gap to try to make up. So they definitely were faster. I think Justin probably could have run away with this. He and I have raced together for a very long time, and the last time we were here, I watched the race, and he walked the field by like 11 seconds. And they're extreme.
Wow.
There's some extremely fast guys in that league. He just got mixed up in some early shenanigans, I think, but yeah, no, it's great to get a podium second race out. I think last week I just tried to run in the back, and I got into the race like as qualifying was wrapping up, so I started cold, and just kind of, I think I finished around 13th or something. So to get third, I'm happy with it, and I'll take it.
Always is a good to be on the podium for sure. Always is a good to be on over here and try to do it, especially in this track. It's very hard. I really see a lot of people sliding, try to do the best. And we're talking about Julian. It look like for us something like a Nashville. Sorry, I said Nashville. New Hampshire. And it's really, for us, it's really new. And also, I saw a struggle for everyone. And also, the first time we see 3 yellow flags over here. So, like always, you have a shout out, friends, sponsor, anyone to say hi to before the day you go?
Just Black Magic Motorsports. I race with Justin and Brent Kirby and Tommy Ryan and those guys, and they always are there to help shake the cars down. I did an hour's practice before the race, and they helped me kind of get up to speed here. So shout out to them, and shout out to you guys for putting this on and broadcasting this so people can watch us race in circles. So
yeah, for sure. So I see the points. I didn't see you on.
Oh, I'd be on back because I've only run one race, and it was a 13th place finish.
Anyways, but the thing is, today was your first podium, and you have to celebrate for church today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Treble, and see you on. I said I don't wanna jinx this. Is on Chicagoland. 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 Yes, next one, Chicagoland. How is for you? That is it good?
Chicago, I'm pretty good at. It's similar to some of the other bigger tracks that I typically do well at. So I think I'll be good. The truck's very different because I've been running the Gen 4s and the 87s and the Xfinity cars. So you got to drive the truck a lot differently. So I'll definitely have to adjust, but looking forward to it.
Cool. I hope to see you over there. So Treble Hunt, our third place of the race. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool. That's Treble Hunt for today. Let's see. Is Joshua Thorne? Joshua, congratulations again, second place. Unfortunately, was second, but hey, was very excited today. See you for 0.001. Actually, a finger. You, I don't want to say lost because look like bad, but this lost the race over there. But what is your impression on the race? How try to management on the try to catch Evans, because we saw Evans go forward, go up, go front, and then forward, and then some point you went in for 110. So what's the strategy and try to stay calm on the race?
Yeah, thanks. No, that final run there, Greg got out to a good lead on me as I was racing with Trevor there. And once I got by Trevor, just tried to find a rhythm to log the last, whatever it was, 40, 50 laps there and just see what could happen. And I was checking my lap times with Greg every now and then, and I'd gain a couple hundreds here or there, but otherwise it was pretty even for a good while. So it was just it was a lot of searching. He was doing a bit of searching as well, so trying to find where he was making time and seeing if I could do the same or maybe make time in a slightly different lane. And I kind of got stalled out with about 20 to go. and then just kind of found something. I think in the last 10 laps there, I was really driving it in hard and found that I was making up a little bit of time that way. That was making my exit really difficult doing that. But no, it came down to the last lap. But I mean, Greg's so precise and consistent that I knew I wasn't going to really get a mistake out of him. I was going to have to drive perfect laps, and that's hard to do at this place.
Yeah, for sure. So we talking about Julian. Sorry, I didn't say Julian is in the booth for Gary today. So we talking about with Julian about the timeline. We talking about what to do on this condition, because both of them do the same time. It's like you said, it's like nothing comparable between one and another. So I know you push hard, and I know you're maybe the one can beat so far Greg Evans with today the fourth one. But what about Chicagoland? Next one is Chicagoland. What is for you Chicagoland on these tracks?
Yeah, I like Chicagoland. Haven't run there in a little while, but it's a style of track that I think suits me fairly well. At the same time, in the trucks, it's a little bit different because it's kind of higher downforce, lower horsepower. So there's some drafting and things like that really come into play. A lot of aero games that come into play in the trucks at Chicagoland. So that's going to be a bit of a wild card, but looking forward to it.
Cool. So congratulations. Sorry for. Let me tell you, great race today. Really enjoy all the race about all the battle what you did with the Hunt, with Evans, with Richard Hare and everybody. So congratulations for today, and let's see you back. Actually, sorry, before you leave, you go. So you have some shadow sponsors say to hi today.
Sure thing. I just wanted to say thanks to SimMotion for their partnership with the league, and thanks to you guys for all your work on the broadcast tonight.
Thank you so much for that. So Joshua Storn, the second place for today. Thank you so much. That was Thorn for today. Let's see, Evans, our winner. Greg Evans, how do you call it? Gary last time. Greg Santi Verstappen, something like that. So this is today your fourth race winner today, but was close. I think so. Last time was like a conservative, like a getting the pace, but today was for 0.001. Actually, a finger. We talking about with Julian today about that. How was the try to be back to front, try to avoid all these incidents around? How are you? What is your thought about today and the race, and you win it again in this event?
Yeah, man, it was a trying night tonight. I didn't qualify really good. I slipped on my qualifying attempt and was, not even close. But I knew we had a fast truck. Just had to work our way up there throughout the run. And you make some positions up on the yellow flag stops. And then we got behind Trevor and just kind of didn't really have anywhere to go for a while on that last run, or that next to last run. So I just kind of settled in, followed in behind him, kind of waiting for our time. And I thought on that last restart, next to last restart, he missed a gear, but I don't know that he, from what he said, he wasn't familiar with the league rules as far as restart, so he thought he took off a little bit too early. But unfortunately, I even asked him during the race. I said, "You want me to give it back to you on the next restart and let you have the lead back?" And he said, "No, that's good." So I do owe him one for that. He was a good sport about it. But yeah, man, Zorn came out of nowhere. I was trying to manage the lead a little bit, and he got to me on those last couple of laps. And we've raced together for years and years, and I wasn't gonna try to block him or anything. I was just gonna run a line, and that last couple corners, I was like, I'm gonna give him a lane. Because I think he's faster, and man, never would have imagined it have been 0.001. I've never seen anything that close.
Was super close. Actually, is again, I always want to talk about the finger. It's just only one finger in between your your car touched the finish line and him on his nose. So was very close. You for sure you say getting surprised, and you're now 169 on the lead. So basically you are 33 over Kirby, because Kirby getting good recover today on the back. So Callisto is 131. So what is your thought about the next one on Chicagoland? I know it's a big track. I know it's big track for these tracks. But what is your thought about this next one?
Chicagoland's a little bit hit and miss for me, honestly. Hopefully it's like Kentucky and I can kind of figure that out, because I had ran good at Kentucky in the years past, but not as good as I did last week. So maybe I can find a little bit there at Chicago and have a decent finish, and try to manage the points lead. We've had a good start to the season, but I know these guys are really good, and there's no way I'm going to be able to keep it going. I just got lucky and been able to win 4 in a row to start the season, but um, like I said, these guys week to week they keep getting better and better and learning, and it's just a matter of time before somebody else jumps into victory lane and rolls off 2 or 3 in a row themselves.
Yeah, for sure. So before you let you go, you have any shout out friends, family, sponsor, anyone to say hi for today?
Yeah, definitely. Got to thank Sim Motion for sponsoring the league again. They provide Sim Magic products, and that's all I run. So if you're looking for a steering wheel, clutch, or steering wheel pedals, shifter, steering wheel, I mean, it's top-notch equipment, and they'll give you a good deal. And like I said, thank Sim Labs and Sim Magic, Freightliner, all my buddies over here. Thank Mike Rigney for hosting, and you guys for broadcasting for us and being there for the play-by-play. Like I said, when you're able to go back and watch these races, especially when it's .001 finishes, it's always fun to go back and show friends or have them tune in or watch it later and see what you really do, and kind of get them interested in it. So thank you guys for broadcasting.
No, thank you for the great race today and the very clean race to see for show us about today. So Greg Evans, the winner on the I say race park, Indianapolis race park, race park. Anyways, thank you so much, Evans, for today.
Thank you guys. Have a good evening.
You too. So that's it for today. So what is your thought today, Greg Evans? 4 race on the road to win, but very close. And what are your thoughts about the race, Julian?
Well, excuse me. I thought it was a really good race overall. Only 3 cautions, which Mike Rigney as well. Series. Going caution free here is pretty difficult, but only 3 cautions is good. And of course, we had an amazing finish, which only tops it off. So it was a cherry on top, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. So is it the first time? Actually, 3 cautions of a key around was the first time. So yeah, so that's it for today. Are you gonna shut it down, or I shut it down, or whatever you decide?
I can do it. So Gary gave us a script. I'm gonna try to read it without any mistakes. It's very long. Gary, hopefully I do you proud. I cannot do it as good as you, but I want to thank everybody for watching. So join P1 Broadcasting again next week for round 5 of season 2 of the ISRA Truck Series, as the teams and drivers will head to Chicagoland Speedway. Coverage begins at around 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that is 9:45 Eastern. Remember, new time and new channel. So as always, for the correct time in your area, you can find everything here on YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm is not easy, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you are new, click subscribe. While you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so you don't miss out on any more of P1's other iRacing programming. And that's about it. Want to thank today's sponsor, SimMotion. Sim racers taking care of each other's. What a concept. That is SimMotion's mission. With over 50 combined years of experience in the community and industry, SimMotion is your one-stop strategy for everything you need for sim racing. Whether you still have your rookie stripes or a grizzled veteran looking for that next upgrade, check out their line of sim racing hardware, including top brands like Ace Attack, Butt Kicker, Modes, and SimMagic, and more. SimMotion is the proud sponsor of ISRA. Visit their online store today or follow one of the officials. Links are in the description. So for me and Luis, thanks everybody for watching. Good night. And of course to all the men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again right here next week at Chicagoland for the next race of the ISRA Truck Series. Good night.